Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm excited because this is my first video for the new year. So happy new year. I know it's late, we don't have to talk about it, but I'm here and I'm ready to go. So this is gonna be a quick and easy video. I'm gonna be going over the books that I'm most excited to be reading in 2023. So I'm gonna start with the books that I actually have a physical copy of, and the first one being Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I really don't know what this one is about, but I've seen review videos and everybody raves about this book. I don't want to try and guesstimate the synopsis, but I also don't want to read the synopsis because sometimes I like to go into books blindly just to see if I have like a better outcome in the end of how I feel about the book. The next one I have is Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I've had this one for a good minute, but I was on like a Colleen Hoover binge and I was like, whoa, slow down, you're gonna run out of books. So I moved on to different genres, different authors. So now I'm about to bring her back in the new year. I'm excited to read this one and of course all of her other books. I'm not gonna read the synopsis, but it does say a young mother fights to earn a place in her child's life, but is there room for her? I wanted to say dun dun dun, but I don't think it's like a suspense book, but you know, that's what this one's about. The next one we have is Finley Donovan is Killing It by Elle Cosimano. So this one is supposed to be really good. It's not a murder mystery, but it's about an author who is at a coffee shop and she's like talking to her agent about her synopsis of the new book she's writing, and somebody overhears her talking and they're thinking that she's a hitman. So they try to hire her as a hitman or hit woman, if you will. And I guess you read the book to see how that goes. So I'm excited about this one. I know that there's another, and I think it's supposed to be a trilogy, and the third one is supposed to be coming out this year. So this one will be close up on my list to read next, because I have to catch up in the list. So next we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. And this is about a girl who's in high school who's doing a final report on an investigation, a murder investigation. So as she's looking into murder investigation, she's noticing that things aren't matching up with how they're supposed to be in the actual investigation. She starts finding out details about stuff that's not right, and it says that after going through all this stuff, her own life might be in danger. So this is also a trilogy, I believe. So I have to get the other two books in this series as well, but everybody raves about this book and I can't wait to read it. But I just have to figure out, like, where am I gonna go first? I don't know. Next is a book I got for Christmas this year, Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, and she's thick. Nervous to read this one because I'm pretty sure it's like 500 pages. Yeah, it's over 500 pages, close to 550. Most of the books I've been reading so far have been right around like 300, 350, like right around that range. So I'm just praying that this one can really keep my attention enough to get through it, because 500 pages, y'all. The biggest book I ever read was Twilight, and that was back in high school. So we're not gonna go into that. But turns out I had no idea what this book is actually about. So I believe this is the one that everybody says is a small town romance. But y'all, after reading the synopsis of this book, this is about a girl named Naomi who's on the run from her own life because she just has too much going on. But her twin has even more going on, and when she went on the run, she was trying to help her twin, but her twin stole her car and her cash and left her with an 11-year-old daughter, which is Naomi's niece. And now she has to watch the niece, and like, I guess she's the niece's new guardian, and somewhere in there is gonna be love and romance, and the plot gets thick, just like this book. So those are all the physical copies that I have right now. The next couple books I have, I will put them on the screen. The next book we have is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, and this is a romance novel about a man and a woman who, when they were young, had like a week-long romance or passionate fling, whatever, and they never did anything again. And then 20 years later, they meet back up. Accidentally, they bump back into each other, and the fire is still there. They still have that chemistry, and they just, you know, they're trying to figure out what to do. So they are still having a week-long passionate romance, but the girl does not want to be with him because he broke her heart. And then we figure out what happens from then on. Next, we have Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. So this book is about a man and a woman. She's addicted to sex. He's addicted to booze. That's what it says on the back of the book. And on the front of the book, it says, two best friends, liars, lovers, addicts, one epic love story. We're gonna see how it goes. They say that this book is spicy. I love me a spicy book. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover was the first book that got me back into reading, and it was a little spicy. So I'm excited to see what this is about and if it's meeting up with what Ugly Love was doing. Next, we have Twisted Love by Anna Huang, and I honestly don't know what this is about. I know that it's spicy, it's a romance novel, and there's a whole series. Next, we have One True Love by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And from all of the reviews and ratings that I've heard, this story is just completely gut-wrenching. It's a romance novel. It's a standalone book, but they say like this is like a top-notch romance. I love a good romance. Next on my list is Hooked by Emily McIntyre, and this is a fairy tale retelling from the villain's point of view. So if you didn't catch it by the title, this is Hooked, like Captain Hook from Peter Pan. This is just Captain Hook's story. I don't know if it's exactly like Captain Hook because it's a retelling, but the idea of having the story from the villain's point of view and there being a little bit of romance in there, I was like, ooh, count me in. I'm hyped. I'm trying not to say I'm excited because I'm excited to read every single last one of these books, but I'm excited. The next book on my list, I am actually very nervous about, and I don't know when I will try to read it, but I want to try to read it because, like I said, everybody raves about this book. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses. So the ACOTAR series, if you haven't heard about it, then you must not be on social media because everybody and their mom is talking about ACOTAR right now. And I've never read a fantasy book. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited and I'm willing to broaden my horizons. They say there's a subplot of romance. I don't know if that's within every book or if it's just in the first book. Y'all, all I know is it's fantasy, never read fantasy, so I figure why not dip my toe in with the ACOTAR series. That's all I have for you right now. All these books have been raved about by other booktubers and people on Book Talk, and I'm just excited to see what the hype is about. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them in the comment section without leaving any spoilers, please. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.